Hi everyone, I'm Pete Kelly from Radio Diamonds. Welcome to highlights of AFC Rushden Diamonds against Bourne Town from the UCL Division 1 on Saturday, only on AFC R&D TV. Diamonds were forced into having a somewhat makeshift back four in this one. Deakin and Merrill the fullbacks, Hope and Parkinson at centre halves due to various injuries. Although it was Diamonds that were first onto the offensive in this one. Alfie Taylor there with an opportunity that went way over the crossbar. And Bourne played their part in the entertaining contest too. There, Tom Cross doing well to tip over a good effort by Tom Walmsley. Although 9 minutes in, Diamonds took the lead. A wonderful ball forward from Matt Gearing, a nice setup from Alfie Taylor, and then an emphatic finish. Goalkeeper Belair's for Bourne couldn't really do anything with that. AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Bourne Town 0. And then it was the hard-working Wisniewski with the next effort. Won man of the month for the previous month. The shot going just wide. And then more opportunities, that time set up by Newman. And then Alfie Taylor drive ending up the same way as Wisniewski's. Aaron Parkinson had an opportunity, that one turned over well by Belair's. And that was the end of the first half action. AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Bourne Town 0. It turned into an absolute goal fest in the second period, as both teams almost seemed that they would score every time they went forward. First opportunity here. Wisniewski with a confident finish after Newman had pulled the ball back. That goal coming in the 48th minute. Although then Bourne almost directly went down the opposite end. Caldicott with a free kick, Walmsley with an emphatic header. 2-1 then at that stage. That goal coming in the 54th minute. Then an impressive run by Aaron King. He came on as a substitute for the injured Parkinson into Alfie Taylor, who made that finish look easy. So 57 minutes in, it was 3-1 to the Diamonds. Although Bourne continued to attack. They do have some impressive players in their squad, and this time it was Walmsley who tried to take on the entire Diamonds back line. In the end, he went down under a fairly agricultural challenge. The referee pointed to the spot despite the protests of the Diamonds. Walmsley converted the chance himself, high into the roof of Tom Cross's net to make it 3-2 at that stage. A little bit later, a free kick from Matt Gearing caused havoc in the box. The ball worked its way through to Wisniewski, and then Jake Newman got a final touch into the back of the net. The goal was given despite Bourne's thinking that Newman was offside. Alfie Taylor could have made it 5 at this stage, although the ball took a bit of a nasty bobble just before he shot. And then it was strike partner Jake Newman who got himself into a good position. That time it was Belair's who stopped the Diamond striker adding to his tally, although Diamonds did eventually get the 5th. Lovely ball forwards and run forward, drawing the defence by Deakin, allowing Lance Allen a simple run in on goal and a fairly neat finish from him to make it 5. That goal coming in the 90th minute, and that's the way it stayed. 5-2 to the Diamonds full time. Chris Hope gets man of the match by sponsors Trek Trailers and David Smith Carpentry and Maintenance, and Diamonds stay in touch at the top of the table. This is AFCRDTV.
Welcome into AFCRDTV. It's Bruce Greenberg along with you, and our man of the match after, wow, what a game against Bourne Town. It finishes AFC Rushden Diamonds 5, Bourne Town 2. And indeed, our man of the match, Chris Hope. What a game, Chris.
Yeah, it was certainly an interesting one, but I think the victory was thoroughly deserved. I think we, on the whole of the game, we did create some good chances. There was some good interlinking play between the forwards first half, and it was nice to, put some of them chances away, which we haven't probably been doing the last couple of weeks.
Well, the pace, the tempo of the game for Diamonds really was great, especially in the second half, and it just seemed like you were in control of the of the match there, and you were almost scoring at will against the Wakes.
Yeah, you know, it was encouraging. You know, some good balls in behind him, and we've got pace up front, and we certainly caused them some problems. So, you know, we're a bit disappointed with the first goal, and then, you know, I think that, I don't know, I'm not sure it was a penalty, to be honest, but, you know, sometimes you get them breaks. But I think the encouraging thing is we didn't let that affect us too much, and we got back into the game pretty quickly after that.
As usual, yeah, that was a bit of a harsh call to give the team a penalty. He got tackled in the box, you think, by Deacon. Yeah,
well, it's just, I think it was a tangle of legs, really, and, you know, both players sort of fell over and he's given a penalty. The linesman never give it, but, you know, sometimes that's football. You get decisions, sometimes you don't, and on the other hand, you know, maybe one of our goals was offside, but so it probably evened itself up on the whole, really, but the important thing now is just the victories, you know. It's just keep that run going and keep winning.
Well, as a defender, you got a great view, I'm sure, of all the Diamonds goals today. I think two of the greatest ones were the first and the last ones. Alfie's first goal in the 9th minute. The ball was played in perfectly to him, and you knew he was going to kick the ball into the net.
Yeah, it was a good bit of play actually from Joe's knocked it into Matty Green, and who's knocked a nice ball around to Alfie. He's just flicked it over his head and you know, showed great technique. It was a fantastic goal, which set us on our way really. And you know, for their keeper and, you know, a bit of good defending, we could have been sort of 2 or 3 up at half time. So no, it was a lovely goal.
And the last goal of the game for Diamonds by Lance Allen, the young lad, comes in as a substitute, and whoa, that was a peach of a goal as well.
Yeah, we just had a joke there with him that he doesn't score unspectacular goals. Always seems to put in the top corner like he did at Thrapston away and stuff like that. But I'm pleased for Lance. You know, he's come into the club, settled down really well, and he's a handful. He's a real strong boy, and he's a good impact player to come on at the minute. And I'm sure that, you know, he's breathing down the neck of the other lads up front or the wingers. You know, so it's good. So I think a look at the squad now when the lads that turned up, a couple of lads out of the squad today, we've got such strength in depth, which certainly helps and gives Starms a headache. But you know, it's better that than not having the players at all.
Of course, and we got a late score in as well, 2-2 draw between Amesbury and Oadby, right? And so that somewhat favors us a little bit that neither team gets 3 points there.
Yeah, I've always said, you know, after the Oadby game when we got beat. There's a lot of twists and turns, and it's shown that over the last couple of weeks the teams up the top there dropping points and we're keeping going. So that's all we concentrate. You know, the old adage, take each game as it comes, but we just got to concentrate on winning our games, and what'll be, you know. So it'd be nice to have it in our hands on the last game of the season, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be like that.
Well, I always like to say the more things change, the more they stay the same. And here I am interviewing old Chris Hope again. Hopey, it's good to see you again here for AFC Diamonds, and hopefully we'll push on now for promotion.
Let's hope so, yeah. You know, we're not getting too far in front of ourselves. Obviously, important game next week away at Rons, but, you know, we've got to play with the same tempo, and hopefully we can go there and score some goals and win the game. And, like you say, just keep the pressure on all the other teams that are in and around us.
Well, great game today. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Bruce. Cheers.
Right. Okay, so here we are, a rather wet dog and duck with first team manager Mark Starmer following AFC Rushden Diamonds 5-2 win over Bourne. Mark, first question as always, your thoughts on the game?
Deserved 3 points for sure. Nice to see us get 5 goals. Disappointed to concede the 2 we conceded. One of them gifted by the referee, but hey ho. But we could have gone on and scored 8 again. You know, could have had 8 or 9, but I thought the performance was a lot better than what it has been of late. Moved it around nicely. We're all happy with that. 3 points.
And we had a couple of changes in the starting lineup with Alex Deakin playing at right back, a position we've not seen him before. Are we stretched a bit at the back with players coming back from injury?
No. Obviously Sam wants to play, but he wasn't quite ready this week. I watched him in training on Thursday, and yeah, he was moving better, but he was just holding his right leg a little bit. So I asked the physio to have a look at him before today's game, and he never pulled through. So, but I thought that anyway. So Deeks was going to play right back, wasn't a problem. Parker was available, and slotting to centre half. So no, that never worried me at all. That was fine.
And we got a good start, a goal from Alfie that Grace any highlight reel.
Sorry?
That's the one where he flicked you up and whacked.
Okay, yeah, he took that well, and he's capable of doing that, isn't he? But I thought his overall game today was exceptional, and he worked very, very hard, trapped back, his movement was good. He made the right decisions on the ball, and shame he never got a hat-trick, really. It'd have been nice for him to have got that, and should have done, you know, if we're honest. And he should have comfortably had a hat-trick.
And then we scored again with Wiz straight after half-time. The momentum was going with us then. Then we conceded a silly goal.
Yeah, we did. It was nice to see us start well in the second half. And then again, looking for us to kick on from there and make it difficult. Not tracking runner. We had a warning just before that from a free kick where we never tracked the runners. And, you know, I look at Opie and Deeks for that. The two central people I'll look at. And then happen again and we concede. And, you know, one of them two got to hold their hands up and take responsibility for it. But what concerns me is that's been happening a little bit too often of late. And we need to sort that out.
And then we lost Aaron Parkinson to an injury. He don't seem to be too bad. Made a change again. It seems to be a position that we've had nearly everybody occupy right back.
Well, Shannon, you know, Pixie said put Shannon there. It was a more realistic position for him to go than what it was Wiz. We felt so, and it kept the threat going forward out wide. I got King on the bench, which was obviously a good option to bring on. So no, they can play, you know. And at the end of the day, as long as you're disciplined and you listen, they should be able to play anywhere. You know, it's the same. You get the ball down, you pass, you play, you move, you kick it out into Roselle when it needs to, and you get on with it.
And then we finished it off and going away. Another goal from Lance. He certainly making an impact as a sub.
Yep. Did I put him on? Did I put Dev on? Or Ben? And I thought he was deserved the chance to play up front because he played 90 minutes at right side of midfield last week. Never really turned out for him, if we're honest. So good choice, good finish.
Yeah, and first chance for Dog and Duck crowd to see Tom Cross in goal. He certainly looks like he's a commanding keeper.
Yeah, he's a decent lad and certainly one who wants to be. So that's good. No, good, kicks well, talks, you know, to the back four constantly, and it's good to have around.
And we hear that Ainsbury drew with Oadby. Do you worry about what other teams do, or just concentrate on the Rushden Diamonds team?
Don't worry about it because it's out of my hands. You know, I worried enough about us, to be fair, and making sure we do our bit. And you know, that game now against Ainsbury is looking very, very important, as we thought it would be. But it's still out of our hands because if the other two teams, Selby and Oadby, win the games, then goal difference is going to come into it, isn't it? So we just got to keep winning and see where it takes us. Yeah, if you don't go up with 90 odd points, then
fair enough, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Yeah. And on Saturday we go to Rawns, which you know very well from last season. You're looking forward to going back there?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back there and winning. We had some good times there, pleasant on and off the pitch. So we'll go. We look forward to getting 3 points, as we have done every week, and we'll keep going.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for speaking to us in the rain, Mark, and we'll see you again next Saturday.
You will do.
Forever.